Hi everyone, happy Sunday. Today I'm going to be doing a review of Run Rose Run by Dolly Parton and James Patterson. I hope you enjoy. I read this book in July and I gave it 3 out of 5 stars. It was okay, I didn't love it, I probably won't read it again. It follows the main character, Annie Lee, as she moves to Nashville to escape her dark past and become famous in the music industry. She wants to become a singer. So it was advertised to me as a thriller book, which I was quite interested in. I like thrillers, I like crime books, so I was really looking forward to it. Unfortunately, the thriller aspect of it was basically non-existent. Throughout the novel, it's basically just following Annie Lee as she tries to break into the music industry, which was enjoyable. I enjoyed it. Every now and then, something a bit odder happened and you're a bit like, wonder what happened to Annie Lee in the past for this to happen. But it wasn't enough to keep your attention. It was more just, oh, this thing's going on in the background, we can ignore it. And then it got to maybe the final 5 chapters and it was like they went, oh, this is meant to be a thriller, we need to put the thrilling conclusion in at the end, and it was just a bit dull. And I was like, I've gone through all that for nothing. But I did enjoy the story of Annie Lee trying to break into the music industry. If it had been a book just about that on its own, that would have been fine. The fact that it was falsely advertised, I guess, made me knock it down a few stars. I also enjoyed the character of Ruth Ann. She is Dolly Parton, basically. She wears wigs, she wears fake nails, she's just outrageously amazing. Her character was brilliant, and she basically tries to help Annie Lee become famous. Yeah, she was just Dolly Parton. Dolly Parton had also wrote an album to coincide with the book, which is quite nice because at the end of the book you have all the lyrics of songs that are mentioned, so she has gone and made those into real songs. I haven't listened to the album yet, basically because I didn't really enjoy the ending. I was a bit like, put that on the shelf, never think about it again. So it doesn't make me want to listen to the album, it doesn't fill me with joy. Which leads me to my biggest problem with this book. I paid for a stunning Waterstones edition, look at that sprayed edge, but I don't think I want to keep the book. And now I have a problem where I've got a really nice book that looks pretty sat on my shelf, but I know I'm never going to read it again. So I don't know what to do with it. I'm curious as to what you guys think I should do with it, if I should just let someone else have it or let it be pretty on my shelf. I think one of my biggest problems with this is it was my first ever James Patterson book, and I read it after there was the whole incident on Twitter of him talking about white male authors, and it just left a bit of a bad taste in my mouth. And I come away from this book thinking, how has he got so many books out if they're all this average? I'm curious as to who's buying them to make him be so popular. Maybe that's controversial, but it didn't do it for me, and I would happily never read another James Patterson book again because he sticks his name on a lot of stuff I don't understand. As I say, the book was nice. If it was just going to be about a musician going to Nashville to try and make it big, that would have been fine. That would have been a lovely story in itself. The fact that they had to pretend it was some thriller to try and, I don't know, push it out to more people, it just didn't work. And the thriller was so half-heartedly done that it was just a bit naff. I believe it's also going to be turned into a film soon. Reese Witherspoon has taken it on, so maybe the film will be better. I think Dolly Parton's going to try and play Ruth Ann in the film, so that'd be quite fun because Dolly Parton is an angel and a saint and we love her. As long as James Patterson has absolutely nothing to do with it, I'm sure it'll be lovely. Overall, it was a bit of a disappointing read. It was okay. It was a solid okay, a 3 stars okay. And yeah, if you've read it, let me know what you think. I'm very curious. I know this book came out on the 7th of March this year in the UK, so I haven't really seen much online about it. I'm curious as to what you all think. In my opinion, if you're looking for a thriller, it's not worth the read. If you're just looking for a nice little fun book to not have to think too hard about, go for it. I feel like I've talked very negatively about this book so far, so I need to mention some of the good points. Obviously, Dolly Parton co-writing a book, that's really cool. The character of Ruth Ann, the fact that it is just Dolly Parton, that's really cool. There was also the character of Ethan, who's probably the main male of the story. He was a really good character. I enjoyed the relationship between him and Annie Lee and how they interacted in the book. That was really nice. Yeah, the chapters are short. They're about 2 or 3 pages long, so it feels like you get through a lot of the book really quickly. And I think short chapters, especially in a book like this, can really help keep you engaged. You don't feel like you're slogging through at any point. Towards the end it was a bit sluggish, but up until that point it was a good read. As I say, if you want a book that's about, maybe it's similar to the vibes of Daisy Jones and the Six, I think you'd enjoy this. But if you are more hardcore thriller, then no, it's not going to be for you. But sweet, I guess it's a sweet book. It was sweet. Yeah. Dolly Parton's great though. Just why she had to pick a book to write with James Patterson will be beyond me forever. There we go. That was my review of Run Rose Run by Dolly Parton and James Patterson. I hope you enjoyed it and let me know what you think. What should I do with this book? What did you think of the book? See you next week. Thank you. Bye.